Hey everybody, David Lemon here. I just wanted to let you know some of the changes that we did to GrooveBlog. We added on some things, improved some things, and fixed some things. It was a small deployment, so there's not major changes, but I just wanted to point it out for you. So if we head over to GrooveBlog and we log in, we now added on a blog cloning functionality. So if you actually click these three dots next to your blog name, now you can have a clone. Once you click the clone button, it will create an exact copy of the blog that you have. So that means if you had 10 posts made live, if you have any tracking links or ads added on, all of that will be cloned over. So just click the clone button. You give it a name. By default, we add on a dash and clone to the previous blog's name. And then here you can decide your subdomain. So let's just type in lemonium dash clone. Okay, once this is done, it gets copied over, it gets cloned over, and then it immediately shows you the cloned version of the blog with all your posts being already live on that subdomain. So this is now the cloning feature is available within GrooveBlog. If we go in, there is another feature that was added on, and this is in the posts. Whenever you're creating a new post, we now added on the functionality of having a permalink. So once you add in the title and some content of the blog and you click the publish button, this view page will turn pink and it will be clickable permalink. So let's just test it out. This is a test. This is my content. Okay, it immediately understands that there is a title over here. If we change something, if we add on a number 2, it immediately adds on this as a post slug, and also it immediately gives us a preview, but it is not clickable yet because this is not a valid slug and this is not a valid link yet. So when we click the publish button, as you can see, it immediately turns over to this pink link which is clickable, and once you click on it, it actually opens up the blog so that you can preview this blog post. Coming back to our GrooveBlog, we have improved some things as well. Now when you are creating a post, if you are importing your previous blog, for example, it is a great feature to have the option to backdate something. So actually publish something with a date in the past. So if I want to publish something with a date which is December 20th, let's just say 17th of December, and if I just click OK, now I can actually publish this post and have it appear online as it was published on that exact date. So that then back posting is now an option. It will show up also in the preview of the blog so that it has a proper date on it. Another functionality that we improved is when you created a new post and you didn't add a title, you just added some content and you wanted to publish something, there was no feedback that the title was not added on. There was just a loading screen that was loading forever in loop. So we fixed this just by putting in a nice little title is required message so that you know that if you want to publish your post, you actually need to add on a title. Once you do this, the publishing happens as usual. Another handy feature that we added on is in the post settings, and if you see now, we added on this post slug over here. If you scroll down a little bit, you will come to the metadata, and the metadata information is now getting populated with the title. So the metadata title is going to be the title, and also the open graph details are going to be added on here. So the open graph title is going to be the title. So let's just do something else. How to promote Groove as a pro. Promote Groove as a pro. If I publish this, as you can see, the metadata and the open graph details are getting added automatically. So over here, the open graph URL is pre-populating the slug, the actual link that is added on here. And then in the OG description over here, this is also getting populated by the excerpt over here. So to promote Groove get your affiliate link from the partner program tab. Okay, as you can see, while I was typing, the metadata was filling up immediately, and also the Open Graph settings were automatically added on. The Open Graph image over here, if you don't select an image specifically, then it will use the featured image as the Open Graph image. So if you just upload a featured image over here, let's just use these apples for example, if you didn't specify it differently, then the OG image will be taken over by the featured image. Okay, so then if you don't want the apples, you can just clean this one over here and then pre-populate a different one. Let's just use this image over here, and then as you can see, this is going to be my OG image, but the featured image is going to stay the apples. So these are the changes that we added on this week for GrooveBlog. These are small changes but quite handy for when you're working with your content on here.